All right, we're going to launch this thing in 4th gear. That'll carry us all the way up to 115 miles per hour. This thing feels pretty good. Somebody was trying to tell me that this was like a top car in S-Class, and I don't know if I'd agree with that, but it's definitely like super smooth and super consistent, which makes sense. I mean, it's a, you know, like 2-ton or 3-ton vehicle. It makes sense it'd be like smooth, I guess. Save that a little bit right there. I surprisingly really like the handling physics of it, though. It's one of the smoother cars I've driven in the game, period. Which is crazy. Super nice. Super smooth. I'm like not stressing driving this car at all. Great top speed. Of course, it's going to hit that with that Bugatti motor. We're going to have to cut that. Dang, this thing just hauls ass, bro. I don't know. It's a pretty good car, man. Honestly, I'm surprised. I mean, it's not top 3. I don't know what that guy was talking about, but it is pretty decent. Definitely wouldn't say top 3. But it's definitely a usable, competitive car for sure. I kind of scuffed that last little part right there. Any chances had of being a 49 was basically wiped away. But 155 is still very respectable. I mean, this thing's a beast, man. We'll get into the build. It's pretty simple, honestly. Not much really crazy with this car, but I wanted to at least do one video on it because I feel like I haven't covered the Maybach since the new update came out. And this thing just looks amazing. And it's one of the easiest cars to drive. It's very, very consistent. And it's great for introduction on how to drift. It's a great car to start. So if you guys want to check something out, check this one out if you're trying to get into drift racing. Let's go over the build right now. Alright guys, what up? We are in the garage here with this beautiful Maybach. This thing looks absolutely gorgeous. I really want an S-Class one day, and this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. Me personally, I probably want like an S550 or something like that, just because a Maybach is a very, very expensive vehicle. I believe this is a $300,000 car in real life. It actually is in the game as well, so I think it reflects the actual real life pricing. I could be wrong about that, but from what I have accumulated in terms of IRL knowledge and people I know that have expensive AMGs and or Maybachs, they are around this price range. These things are super comfortable to sit in. I mean, I've been in a couple. They are magnificent. I really love them, and I'm surprised they put it in Need for Speed, but at the same time I'm not, since a rapper is the face of the game, and this is kind of one of those iconic rapper-esque vehicles. I think that's why they put it in the game. I think they didn't need to do that. I think they could have put anything else in the game. Not that it would have been better, but it just, Need for Speed didn't need a Maybach. But it is sick and it is fast, so let's get into the build. This thing is rocking a Bugatti motor just to add to the memes. You woke up in a new Bugatti. Oh wait, it's a Maybach powered by a Bugatti. Yeah, the memes just continue with this thing. It's got 1,480 horsepower though, with 1,225 foot-pounds of torque, a 10.5 quarter mile, a 0 to 60 of 3.3, and a top speed of about 200 miles per hour when you fully redline it. Now, when we go into the engine parts, you see that everything is obviously elite, but for the forced induction, we have opted for a screw supercharger here. The bottle of nitrous is left at sport. We have elite road suspension, and we have super grip tires. We also have a super clutch, which is stock, the sport brakes, which are stock, a pro 6-speed transmission, We also have an elite differential and nitrous drift and grip auxiliaries. This thing is insanely smooth as a drift build, and that's why we have it at 20% drift with the steering sensitivity just kicked up a little bit because this is a big boy. We have the downforce all the way to the right, full maxed out downforce, traction control completely off, and drift entry set to brake tap. This thing is super smooth to slide around the corners. If you're not used to drift builds and you want to get started, I highly recommend testing this out because this thing slides like butter. This thing is so smooth, bro. Like, it might not put down the fastest times in the world, but this thing is so consistent. Like, I could just drive this while not even looking at the screen. Like, I know I'm emphasizing a little bit, but this thing is ridiculously easy to drive, and it is super, super good looking. I mean, just look at it, man. It's a joy to look at. Don't know if it should be a Need for Speed, but I'm happy they did it anyway because new stuff is new stuff. I will be putting out a video on the Balmain edition here soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this little Maybach video. A lot of you guys have been talking about it, so I wanted to go ahead and build something. Somebody recommended a drift build. Figured I'd try out a version of my own, and I pretty much like it. I think a lot of people are building it with the Buggati motor, so this is a build that is used pretty often, but I haven't seen anybody on YouTube make it a drift build yet, so here you go. It's been MxgicIQ. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's aim for 50 likes as always. Appreciate you guys for so much support on that top 3 videos. You guys always come through for those. Love y'all. It's been MxgicIQ, and I'm out. Later.